Hey guys, so today we are going to solve this question, a single element in a sorted array. Okay, so let's open the first uh, doc for this uh, doc. Let's okay. Now let's do it. So let's copy it over there so that over there we can write down our approach and what we have to do. So this is the we have given an array which is sorted in a sequence, and we have to find this number which is single. Okay, then we have to return that particular number which is single in the whole array. Every number is appearing twice, but there is one number which is appearing only once, so we have to return that particular number. Okay, so brute solution I can think of, we can simply like whatever the elements which is not equals to the its left element, and the element which is not equals to its right element will be our answer. So this is a simple solution of a brute, and I can think of these two edge cases. Like if we are standing on the first element, so in that case if the next element is not equals to this first element, so in that case we return directly this first element, because we have given that there is only a single element which is in the array. And similarly in the end, if this element is not equals to this previous one, so we will return directly that element. Oh, see, so this is the brute solution I can think of. For this brute solution, the time complexity will be I am traversing the array for a whole. Okay, so time complexity to find it. In worst case, I am end up traversing the whole array big of n, and space complexity is I'm not using any extra space, so space complexity is big O of 1. This is one brute solution. Other brute solution I can think of is although it is given that every number is appearing twice, only one number is appearing once, so we can apply a XOR solution, XOR approach over it. So basically XOR has an approach. If you do a XOR of two similar number, then it will end up being a 0, like it will cancel it down. Now we have 0 for this XOR. Suppose we have done a XOR of two number which is 1 and 1, it will give me a value of basically 0. And at the end, if I do a XOR of 0 with the single number whatever we have given in the array, so it will give me that single number, because doing a XOR with a 0 will end up giving this number, because 0 has no bits, so in that way we'll get the single numbers. So these are the two brute solution I can think of. So the time complexity for this next one be the same as the previous one. So yeah, this is, so I can now code these two brutes. No, now I can code these two brute solution. Let me real quick. Although the time complexity is same, but for the practice we will code it down. So we'll take n, which gives me the length of this array, gth, which gives me the length of this array. Now what I can do, I just have to traverse the whole array. Let I equals to 0, and I is less than equals to n, I plus plus, like this way. And I just have to write two things before iterating. If I equals to here 0, then in that case please check if nums I is not equals to nums I plus 1, nums I plus 1. If it is not equals to, that's our answer, return nums I. Okay, and the next condition is if we are standing at the end, I equals to n minus 1, and if nums so and if nums I minus 1 is not equals to nums I minus 2. So basically the first element is not equal to its next element, and here the last element is not equal to the second last element, so we'll return nums I over here. Okay, now these two conditions we have written for the first and last element. Now for the mid, in between of the array, if we figure out that the particular number is not equals to its previous and for next number, so we will return that particular number if nums I mean current nums I, this means the current element is not equals to nums I plus 1 next element, and nums I current element is not equals to nums I minus 1 previous element. So in that case returns nums I, in that case we returns nums I. Okay, fine. Okay, now if the loop is over on the, let's do some let's if we didn't find anything that is minus 1, let's test it out. Okay, it is good. Now let me submit it, and it gets submitted as expected. Okay, now we will do for the XOR solution. Okay, let's do it for the XOR solution. Now what we can do, as we know that n equals to nums dot length, and will traverse the array nums I equals to 0 and I is less than I is less than n and I plus plus, and we have to check. Let me take another variable where I put the XOR XOR. Okay, I'll take XOR like this. So if so I'll do one thing, I'll take this variable and I'll do nums I XOR with this element. Okay, and I'll plus it. I need to add addition over here. Let's check it out. Do I need to add the addition? I don't think so, because 0, then I'll go this. No, I don't think so. I have to add the addition. So after this the loop is over, I will return this XOR value. Simple. Let's test it out. Okay, I equals to 0. I is not defined. Okay, fine. Let's test it out. Fine, let's try to submit this. Okay, it's get submitted. So both of our brute solution is get submitted. Fine.